This chart shows the modern publishing paradox. To rank competitively in search results, articles have to be longer and more comprehensive than ever. But right as content length rises, human attention spans are moving in the opposite direction. Imagine reading a 3,000-word guide on a smartphone. Without clear navigation, the reader drags their thumb across an endless wall of text, trying to guess where the relevant information lives. That physical friction exhausts users. When they can't immediately verify that your article contains the answer, they hit the back button. Google's algorithm watches that behavior. When a large percentage of visitors leave your page within seconds, the search engine interprets that high bounce rate as a signal of low-quality content, and your rankings drop. Effective structural navigation is required to keep readers on the page and protect your search visibility. For most site owners, the immediate reaction is to open the WordPress repository and install a legacy table of contents plugin. On the front end, this works immediately. Readers get a cleanly formatted menu with clickable anchor links that jump straight to the exact section they want. But older plugins inject outdated jQuery scripts into your website's header. This drags down core web vitals, the metrics Google uses to evaluate speed. The browser pauses rendering to process these files, creating layout shifts where text and images jump around the screen. The sheer weight of the legacy script monopolizes the browser's main processing thread. Because the main thread is blocked, the user experiences a delay in interactivity. They try to tap a button or scroll the page, and the site feels sluggish or unresponsive. You installed the plugin to fix a user experience problem, but the resulting script bloat damages your technical SEO profile instead. So, how do you provide automated navigation without sacrificing your site speed? Balancing navigation with site speed requires an architecture designed to minimize the load on the browser's main thread. The modern standard for this is hybrid architecture. Instead of relying on heavy jQuery libraries, newer plugins like SmartTOC use lightweight vanilla JavaScript. Modern browsers handle navigation tracking natively using the Intersection Observer API. As you scroll, a heading enters a trigger zone at the top of the viewport, updating the menu. Running asynchronously off the main thread, it highlights sections without constantly monitoring the scroll. The performance result is immediate. The total plugin script weight drops to under 15 kilobytes. But there is a trade-off. Moving away from legacy code means losing deep compatibility with older third-party page builders relying on those heavy libraries. Utilizing the Intersection Observer involves prioritizing mobile-first responsiveness and page speed over legacy builder compatibility. But the front-end scrolling experience is only half the equation. We must also look at how the table of contents is constructed on the server. Modern plugins use server-side HTML parsing. They scan the article's raw code on the backend before the page ever loads for the user. The server extracts the HTML headings, injects JSON LD schema into the header, translating visual structure into a language that search engines read natively. This data structure is what allows you to secure Google Jump Link featured snippets, clickable sublinks displayed right beneath your main search result. But this automated parsing system has a critical vulnerability. It requires strictly sequential heading tags. If your writers skip directly from an H2 tag down to an H4 tag for stylistic reasons, it breaks the system. The parser fails, resulting in a broken table of contents that Google refuses to index. To prevent this, human writers must maintain rigorous structural drafting discipline. Automated SEO benefits depend entirely on strict HTML hygiene behind the scenes. In complex page layouts, you often can't rely on automatic placement. You have to manually position the table of contents using shortcodes. This exposes a well-documented issue across production sites, known as the raw shortcode defect. The root cause is technical timing. Aggressive site caching plugins intercept the page and serve it before the shortcode has time to process on the server. If you are also deferring your JavaScript files to improve load times, it exacerbates the rendering error. The negative result on the front end is severe. Website visitors just see raw, broken, bracketed text instead of a navigation menu. Beyond the technical hurdles, there is a financial reality. Most hybrid plugins offer a free core engine, but heavily restrict features. Capabilities like advanced sticky sidebars and granular exclusion logic, hiding the menu on specific URLs or categories, are locked behind a premium pro paywall. Scaling your visual experience in a high-traffic environment requires actively managing caching defects and accepting ongoing financial costs for the software. This chart maps a decision framework. The bottom left, Simple Talk, is for beginners needing zero configuration. The top left covers legacy suites, bringing deep compatibility but heavy performance bloat. The top right, Smart TOC, is for high-traffic sites requiring optimized web vitals and deep features. These hybrid architectures are the optimal use case for massive documentation hubs and affiliate blogs that are reliant on securing SERP features. Plugin selection is an architectural decision based on data, not a marketing choice. Audit your page speed, understand your readers' habits, and choose the technology that actually serves your content.